All right, fellas. Every man has a moment where he realizes his life trajectory could have been completely different, and he could have become the version of himself that he always wanted to be if he accepted the truth earlier. Most of us go through the majority of our life until our early 30s or sometimes into our 40s with choosing to ignore them. We know inherently these harsh realities are a fact, but it's easier to not accept them and live a life of comfort. And I'm going to be breaking down the exact ones you need to recognize, because when this moment happened for me at around 26 years old, my life completely changed. I knew all these things were true, and I chose to avoid them because it was too hard. It was too painful to accept the fact that I was basically living a lie the entire time and always choosing the easy route, even though subconsciously or at the back of my mind, I knew I was doing the wrong thing. But oftentimes, accepting these things are uncomfortable, and you have to put yourself in a position where you accept you don't know everything. And you're going to have to put yourself in difficult scenarios where you are a beginner. And that is why these lessons are so important. And this moment all happened for me when I was 26, as I said before. I was working corporate for about a year and a half, coming on 2 years. And I would work from home. I'd sit at my desk 9 to 5 every single day. And my best friend, he would work with me, and we worked the same job, and we lived a couple houses apart. And we would go on walks, and in one night, we got a tin of tobacco and rolling papers, and we sat there, and we just decided from that point on, we have fucked up. We have not been living up to our potential, and we know we're capable of more. We see everyone online doing the things we want to do, having the physique we want, living the life we want, making money online, living anywhere in the world, not having to ask for 2 weeks off. Yet, why aren't we doing it? Because we keep going out on the weekends. We keep distracting ourselves with all this bullshit that doesn't help us progress in any way. And we made an oath to each other that we were starting businesses and changing the trajectory of our life. And look where we are now. So, the first thing you need to realize is no one cares about your potential. It literally means nothing if you have no proof. So many guys overestimate their future and underestimate their action. They think their dream life, their dream body is just going to fall in their lap. They're just going to one day get it without even trying. Oh, going to the gym, half-assing it, not even putting in that much effort. Or if they keep waiting for the right time, that business is going to magically start itself and start making 100K a year. It does not happen like that. The truth is, you underestimate how much work you actually need to put in. The world rewards guys that are driven and keep on attacking the same thing even when they lose 100 times. That is the harsh reality of it. People online will try sell you on this idea that it's all sunshine and rainbows. You start the business or you start working out and there you go, you have everything you want. But that's not the case. You are going to feel like a beginner. You're going to need to seek mentors. You are going to realize that you actually don't know that much, and you have been choosing comfort this whole time and relying on what people think you could be rather than becoming what you actually can be. And the most important thing you need to realize about this is women do not care about your ambition. I did a poll the other day on YouTube asking you guys what you think women respect more. Majority of you guys picked ambition. That was the highest one chosen. And I had agency, ambition, money, and body or physical attractiveness. The truth is, agency matters more than ambition ever will. You can be as ambitious as you want. Every guy is ambitious. Every guy wants to be jacked. Every guy wants to make money online, live in or own a business. Every guy wants the same thing, but you need to have the agency to actually act on it. No one gives a fuck what you want. You have to go out there and make it happen. And that's what agency is all about. And your physique builds you that agency. It literally all starts with the foundation, which is your body. Once you build that, you actually have self-belief. You have confidence because you see your body change in real time. I tell you guys this all the time. Not only that, it actually gets you leverage and it amplifies all the other things. The business, the money, the watch. If you have those things and you're jacked, now it looks cool. Now you have status. But if you don't, everyone just assumes the worst. Everyone assumes, oh, daddy's money. He didn't actually earn that. Your physique is visual proof that you can put the work in because everyone knows what it takes to get a good physique and everyone wants one. It is literally mandatory. It is step one and should be treated as step one. You should get the physique, keep making progress in the gym, learn what actually works for you, put it in the background, and move on to the next thing and build your identity from there. Don't make it your whole existence, but don't skip that step. Or else, I'm telling you right now, no one will respect you, and definitely not women. because you have no visual proof. And this leads on to the second point, that your body speaks before you do, and it has more of an impact than you could ever imagine. And this is something I refused. I didn't want to believe it. I told myself, oh, I got a good personality. Oh, I'm charismatic. I can talk. But if you look like a bag of fucking potatoes, no one gives a shit. Your physique will say so much about you, and people instantly judge you. This is human nature. It's biological. It's evolutionary. You cannot avoid this. And to try say that, oh, we're not all bad people. I'm not a bad person. I don't judge people. Bullshit. That is complete crap. Your physique says you have control over your habits. It says you have self-respect, and people will automatically respect you, hold you to a higher regard, and automatically give you a level of status in social hierarchy that will be light years ahead of where you are in other areas. You could have literally no business experience, but a CEO could want to take you under his wing because of your confidence, because of your self-belief, because of the physique you carry. I am serious about that, and I have many examples that I've told in other stories about when I worked in corporate, how I was able to level up, get away with things, especially when I was leaving the job, all because of my physique, all because the energy you have is attractive, it is magnetic, and people want to be around you. You also show that you have competence. You'd be surprised at how little people are competent in this day and age. And that's not to sit here and say, oh, you're better than someone because you have a physique, but it's the way people see you. It plays a huge role in the opportunities you get and how easy life actually feels when you get in shape. All right, the third one. Women are a mirror to how you actually feel inside, and they mirror if you are living up to your full potential or not. Some of you could have the best women, and you probably have, and you've ruined the relationship because you weren't happy with yourself, and it had nothing to do with her. And all these problems start coming up in the relationship because you are not doing the things you know you need to do, and you start getting frustrated at other things. You start getting frustrated at the outside world, politics, her, all because you know you're capable of more, and you're not doing it. She recognizes this, and they see right through you. They can tell if you are truly living aligned to your purpose and your mission. They expose how you really feel about yourself. If you are unsure of yourself, they will be unsure of you. You have to think of it from a woman's perspective. A woman, if she's looking to date you long term, she is seeing if you are a good bet, if you are a man of action and agency. Can you actually do the things you say you want to do? Can she trust your word as a man? And if you can't even get in shape or live the life you want, all because your mind tells you, oh, I'm tired today. Oh, let's be comfortable. Let's eat donuts and chips. How the fuck is she going to put her life in your hands? And this hurts the first time you hear it. The first time you realize this or lose a good woman, this is like a slap in the face. And this happened to me 2 years ago. I lost a great woman, a fantastic woman, a woman I saw a future with, all because I was frustrated with my current environment. And that was right after I decided I was going to start the business and change my trajectory. But the problem was I wasn't going fully all in. I wasn't in a position where I was ready to take care of someone else. I was too frustrated with where I currently was. I needed to do everything I could to get to where I needed to go. And guess what, guys? I did those things. She comes back. Not because I reached out, not because I begged, not because I chased her down, because I did what I needed to do, and they see it. They can feel it in the ether. They're operating on a different wavelength than us completely. It's not about the women, though. It's about you becoming the best version of yourself and actually creating your perfect version of yourself, your max character, the version of yourself you actually want to be. And this leads me on to the next one. Your mind can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. And what I mean by this is your mind can either talk you into greatness or cut you out of it completely. And it's all about what you feed it. You need to reaffirm to yourself every single day that you are a man who gets shit done, who wins. And this means by having a plan, like literally writing down lists and getting the dopamine of ticking the smallest thing off. I need to check in with this client. I need to go for a 10-minute walk. Check those things off. Reaffirm to yourself that you are a man who gets shit done. And that's how you make your brain work for you rather than it work against you. Because a lot of your guys' minds right now, if you're not in shape and you're figuring out how to try to be consistent or get what you want out of life, and I was there as well. My mind would always tell me, oh, but you can't do that because of this. Or what if this happens because you did this 5 years ago? You need to literally destroy your old identity. You need to destroy the way your mind thinks and rewire it. And you do this by getting lean and sticking to a harsh routine that is difficult. The first time you get to 10% body fat, it will probably be the hardest thing you've ever done. The first time around. That first 25 to 15%, easy, cakewalk, no problem. That last 5%, that'll make you do some things and cut off some people and get out of certain scenarios that are going to be better for you in the long run, but it's going to be hard. But once you do this, you get so much mental clarity on who you are, where you're going, and what your goals actually are and how you accomplish things, that your brain starts becoming your best friend. You want to be alone. You don't want other people's ideas or thoughts, and you actually learn to think for yourself. And this is one of the biggest assets you could have right now. Everyone is using ChatGPT. Everyone is just scrolling on the internet. They don't even have their own opinions. They haven't thought for themselves in years. This alone will give you the masculine advantage that will literally make you dominate in any scenario, environment, place, room, all because you actually use your brain. You need to make your brain your best friend. You need to make it your backup. You want it to never doubt you. And I don't mean this in an arrogant, egotistical way where you have this outrageous view of yourself. You have to be realistic. You have to be analytical. You have to be cerebral. But you also have to have it always backing you, telling you can do this. If I put in the work, I will do X, Y, and Z. Be deluded in the best way possible. And if you guys want to build this elite mindset along with a top 1% physique that is aesthetic, lean year-round, learn how to actually maintain it, and then be able to succeed in other areas because of the leverage you have in every single room, every single environment. Follow me on Instagram @Brasai. DM me the word elite. We'll talk about what we can do together to make sure not only you get to your goal, but you keep making progress beyond it in every field of life.